Ooh.
No, I mean,
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Share Button Podcast, Episode 6. I'm your host, Alberto, and I'm here with your favorite co host, Anthogar,
Yo, what's going on, guys?
and Little Lamb.
I want claps.
And we're missing one person this week right now. We're missing JT, but he'll be here next week for sure. So, yeah, guys, another week of talking about news, of gaming news and everything. So, pretty excited to talk about this stuff. Um, I guess the first thing we could talk about real quick, not going into the news. What are you guys laughing about? What's so funny?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, okay, all right, that was funny, huh? But what was I gonna say? Hold up. So I was gonna ask you guys, what are the things you guys are playing? You guys playing anything interesting? Let me know.
Honestly, I haven't played nothing this last week. I've been like concentrating on trying to make YouTube work with Alberto. Like he's been giving me pointers and tips, like trying to get things going. I recorded a video with Alberto this week about
Aww.
Halo Infinite and like gameplay, and we're reacting to the beta. So go check that out on my channel at Anthogar. But yeah, I spent like a majority of my week on like one video. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, we talked about some Halo. We might talk about some Halo on this show today. So it's gonna be a little different though. You should definitely check out his video because we were watching like gameplay and we were kind of like reacting to like funny moments and stuff like that. So definitely a fun video to make. But yeah, Little, have you played anything this week?
Honestly, I'm kind of like Ant. This week has been like no games whatsoever. I think the only time I played a game was today. I got on Stardew and I started grinding and started working on my community because I bought it on PC. So I had a lot of progress on my Switch, but now that I have it on the PC and I want to focus more on like gaming on my PC, I was like, let me start going in. So I was going in, working on the community center and doing some of my stuff. I finally got a coop, so now my little farm can look cute and get some chickens. So I'm excited to, once I'm done with this, go back in and start grinding more on my chickens. But
Okay.
honestly, it's been like slow for me.
Okay, so so we're the gamers in the podcast. I'm just kidding. Nah, honestly, me
Sleeping.
too.
Start as a game. Hold up. Start
Nah,
as a game.
I kind of been on the same thing where like I played games, but I just haven't played like something crazy. I haven't went like in deep into anything. I played some Halo because Splitgate has been down so poorly. Like it's just like it's killing me
The
now,
wait
man.
times.
It's like I honestly haven't even played it. I literally haven't played since like last week, I think. And I'm just kind of like, man, this sucks. So I tried to download Halo. So I got it off of the what's it called? The Game Pass. The Game Pass on PC. And yeah, so I downloaded it, and it was honestly not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Because everyone talks about Splitgate, and you say Splitgate is Halo mixed with Portal, right? But at this point, I'm just kind of like Splitgate actually just is just Splitgate because Splitgate is kind of better than Halo, like, honestly, in my opinion. From the PC
Ooh.
version of these old games that were supposed to be made on console, come on. I mean, I'm not saying like they're terrible or anything. It's just like they just don't play that well, from what I'm used to playing Splitgate. And I think I realize what the main issue is, which is honestly like insane that this is the issue on the PC version, or I just think in general of the games because they just like that. I put it on controller too on PC. Is that the reticle, the thing that you aim at people with, is like low. It's not in the middle of the screen. It's like lower than the middle of the screen. I'm like, why is it like this? That's like really ugly. So I don't know. I think that, from what I saw from the gameplay though of Halo Infinite, it seems that they fixed it. So that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
especially like the Master Chief Collection. We touched upon it like on the video a little bit, but it's a thing where like the way Master Chief Collection launched, like to the way it is now, is a big change, and I just don't feel like those games were designed with the idea of playing them on mouse and keyboard, so they just aged that way as well. You know?
True. Okay. Yeah. No, so that's the main thing I played. I played it for like 2 or 3 days. I was trying to make it work. I played with keyboard and mouse first. It was like all right, and I didn't really like it that much. I played it with controller. It was kind of cool, but then I went back to keyboard and mouse. I thought I got the hang of it, and I was like, yeah, this is not working. I think also it's just the fact that the game's like time to kill is just way too high in my opinion. Like it just takes forever to kill somebody, and just like I don't know, something weird about the game. I'm just used to Splitgate, and Splitgate just needs to be like open more. I'm happy for them. they're getting so much love, and I love it. But I just want to play, man. You know. So
I gotta really go play this game because every single time I talk to you, you
At
have
least
like
download it.
I have it downloaded on my PC, right? But every time I talk to Alberto, this dude gives it the utmost praise, and it's just so unlike Alberto to praise a multiplayer game so highly. So I have to play this game and see what's
Listen,
going on.
I don't like first-person shooters at all, and I was enjoying it.
Don't
yeah,
you love Overwatch?
yeah. Well,
Overwatch doesn't count. Anything else, I hate. Like,
Alright,
like
that's fair.
honestly,
Yeah,
after
Overwatch is
Overwatch,
different.
I cannot play any like first-person
So
shooters.
you don't like Call of Duty?
Mm-mm.
What?
You
I feel
won't
like
see
I
me
feel like
playing it.
her when she says she doesn't like Call of Duty, I feel like what she most has played was like Warzone and stuff like that, and I feel like that's just not a good representation.
But I
of, like,
have Call of Duty. I have some Call of Duties, and if you were to tell me right now you want to play Call of Duty or you want to play Overwatch, I will literally straight up tell you I want to play Overwatch. Period.
Well, that's
don't
fine.
speak for that woman. Don't speak for that.
Wait, what do you
Don't
mean?
speak for that. 'Cause
I also don't like realistic looking games. Like especially for first person shooters, I don't. And I think Overwatch, what captivated me was the characters themselves. And that's the reason why I can put up with it, because I love the characters so much that to me, and everyone's gun is so completely different. Because sometimes you don't even know how to use a gun. You
Well-
have Mei with the, her frozen stuff. So to me, it's also that also helps me like Overwatch. It's not just like, okay, everyone looks realistic. Just pick a certain type of gun from these that we're gonna give
Well,
you,
let me
and
just
then
say this.
go kill people.
Let me say this: Overwatch is canceled. Okay, so we're not talking about Call of Duty.
I know.
We're talking about
played
Overwatch.
Listen, did I say?
You were talking way too much about
did
Overwatch.
Did I say?
in a happy
I was
way.
just saying.
I will
I
say.
was just saying.
Right?
I will say Paladins then. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord. I will say, right, my girl's completely disconnected from the whole world, right? So she has no idea about like the community or anything like that. But she
Inform
loves
her.
Overwatch.
Inform her. Imagine.
Yeah, I honestly,
haven't played it.
I did inform her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play it." But
Oh, really?
she likes over. Yeah, 100%, 100%. She loves Overwatch, right? But my girl is not a gamer. She doesn't like first person shooters. You know what I'm saying? She just likes Overwatch. That's it.
And I feel her. in that
Gotcha,
one.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you
Nah,
a pass. That
that's
makes
kind of.
sense.
I get that. I know Little is like that a little bit too. So, she started off of she started getting into gaming with playing Overwatch. So that I get
That is
that has to
true.
hold something in your heart, you know. So
Exactly.
That's interesting. But
Sadly, but like happily too.
Listen,
but that's what I'm saying. Like Splitgate, it looks completely different than Call of Duty. So if
It's
you
the
were
same
to tell
thing,
me
but
right now
alright.
too, like it's not the same thing.
it's
not the
not.
same
It's
thing.
not. It's not. It's very.
It's not.
Again, it's more of a regional shooter. You should try Quake. I feel like Quake is more of. Honestly, that's more of a accurate representation. Quake and Portal, not Halo, because it kind of looks like Halo, but the way it plays is not like. Splitgate does not play that way. Like it's not like that. Like it's just different. But enough of what we've been playing, I guess, and let's just get into the news. You know, everyone's super excited to hear about the news this week. We have a great thing to talk about. You know, we got the Horizon Zero Dawn getting delayed. We have Halo Infinite stuff. We got the PS5 SSD. People don't know how to change their hard drives. Ariana Grande and Fortnite. No way. Everyone do your thumbnail picture real quick. You know? Exactly. Thank you. Hey, Little, we need your thumbnail picture for this. Okay, thank you. A little bit more excited about it.
That was a good one. I'm not mad at that one.
I try not to laugh while I did it. Okay.
We got some trash games dropping. The Ascent, you know, trash, and then we're gonna talk about our dream remakes. So let's just get the show started off with the first topic of the week, which is we have a report that Sony is going to be delaying Horizon Forbidden West to early 2022. This comes from, I honestly don't know, because honestly, I didn't look into this.
Jeff Grubb.
Jeff Grubb said this? Okay. Because I know this this came out on Twitter or something. It really was like a Twitter situation. It wasn't like, has there been an official delay yet? Does anyone know?
I don't think so. I don't think Sony has come out and delayed this.
No one has. From what I know, no one has specifically said it is has been delayed. And then in June, they actually did say that the game was in the final developing stages. So
you're telling me I'm reporting on Jeff Grubb's nonsense right now?
Hey, look, I'll be fair, right? At no point ever did I think that Horizon Forbidden West or God of War was going to come out this year, right? I think it was a great thing to pretend like, oh, maybe it can happen. I at one point, maybe I did think Horizon would, but it's just, you know, this has already been such a major, a great launch year for a PlayStation and the PlayStation 5 that honestly, I'm not mad about waiting till quarter 1 2022 to play Horizon. I'm not at all.
Yeah, for me, oh man, this is a bad one, man. This kind of
Well,
sucks for
remember, it's
Sony.
not official.
No,
Not
listen.
official.
Okay, listen. I'll take the benefit of the doubt. This game's still coming out this year. Let's go, holiday season. Sony, y'all to win. You feel me? Because it hasn't been announced, right? It hasn't been 100% announced as the time we're recording this, or doing this thing live. But yeah. So when you really think about it, though, I've seen a lot of people from the Nintendo side and the Xbox. Xbox a hype because Halo Infinite. And then we have the Nintendo guys saying, yeah, we got Metroid Dread. A lot of people are talking big crazy in the streets right now saying that PlayStation's holiday season is looking abysmal. So I don't know what you guys want to do with that information. I mean, if this is true, I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, I'll be honest, they're not wrong. Because the other games they have is Deathloop, which is an Xbox game. So, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, it's just...
Look, right? Look,
yeah.
you gotta be honest here, right? I'm hyped for Halo, and I'm happy for Xbox, right? For anybody who attacks me in chat. But I'm sorry, you're not gonna release Halo after like 800 days of not having a game, and now I'm supposed to just be all happy that Xbox wins because they have a listen. Sony, even if we didn't get a major title, we have enough PS5 releases. Even if you just count Returnal and you just count Ratchet and Clank, that's enough of a launch year for Sony. It really is. You know what I'm saying? When you cut Xbox, like they literally have no such thing as a launch year. They barely have a next gen console, right? And then when you look at Nintendo, no, and again, no offense to Nintendo, I'm going to buy Metroid Dread, but we're talking about a Metroid game. This is going to be a 2D Metroid game. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? You got enough from Sony this year for PlayStation 5.
Listen, yeah. But I know, the people want the new stuff. You know what I mean? Because all we have are re-releases of games that that are overpriced and should be priced a little bit more better, correctly because the games are older, and a lot of people argue that it's just not worth it, and that's kind of all we have. And then like a third-party exclusive, which is Deathloop. That's really all that we have here on PlayStation.
I mean, honestly, your first part of your defense sounded like you were describing Nintendo with overpriced, games just keep coming out. Because that's like Nintendo's formula, true. And again, even if, let's say, right, you want to give it to Xbox or Nintendo this year, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They get year one if you want to give it to them, which again, if you really sit there and you compare the actual year one to all the other, like, yeah, no, Nintendo has a great year one with the Switch, but this last 2 years or this last year with Xbox and PlayStation wins. And even if you want to give it to Xbox because of Halo, like that's perfectly fine. This isn't a sprint, you know what I'm saying? It's a marathon.
I think you said this is America. I was like, okay, well.
No, it's a marathon.
I was like, what?
Kevin also says that also Abandoned's coming out. So.
I mean, hey, listen, we don't know what it is yet, and from a lot of people are saying Abandoned could be a platform where they could announce games. So we never know. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, though, it better be something interesting, right? You know why? Because at this point, we're waiting for games that are getting delayed to 2022 that are PS4 games. I mean, it's like, come on. It's like at this point, it's like Ragnarok and Forbidden West or whatever. These are PS4 games. So is there any chance you guys think this is going to change by that time? Because it's like, again, we're not talking about 2021. We're talking about 2022. The PS5 came out in 2020. It's like, are we really about to get these big games in 2022 like this? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you guys think?
I'd say, PlayStation hasn't, with all the shortage, not a lot of people having it. I don't think it's a big deal, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because I feel like there's still people without PlayStation 5s, so they could still get away with it at this point. But I feel like a lot of games have been, delayed. Even like Stray, which is one of the games that I was excited for, it's supposed to come out like 2021. And then they said like, there's going to be a slight delay. I feel like a lot of games are getting that slight delay. And I feel like it's also them getting smart in the sense of, look at Cyberpunk. Look what happened. I think everyone's learning from that. So I think they understand that they rather not put something out there that's, a little iffy. and rather put more work into it and make sure it works well. And everyone also with the crunch time and all that, I feel like a lot of companies are learning from that too. Because I know I have seen people, especially I think for Stray, that they tweeted out like, it gives time for the employees to have more time, work like more reasonable hours and all that. So if they're doing that for it, I'm all down to like wait. And it's Horizon Zero Dawn. Like it's not like a game that people are gonna forget about. It will sell no matter what time it comes out.
Oh wow, really nice response there, Little.
Look,
Very
I'm gonna tell
worded
you,
well. I like it.
I'm gonna tell you like
Thank
this,
you.
right? I'm gonna tell you like this. Sony does not rush games out, right?
They don't.
And this game being delayed into 2022, right, is showing you that Sony is putting priority onto the PS5 over PS4, right? I'm not saying that they're scrapping PS4 versions. Sure, Cyberpunk runs on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? Can you play it? Barely, but it runs, right? So it's like these games are getting delayed because Sony is working on them to make sure that they're optimized and running well on PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't think it's anything deeper than that. They're not going to release these games early. If these games were designed to play on PlayStation 4 and they're just getting like PlayStation 5 updates, then there would be no reason to delay them so late into the start of the generation. You know what I'm saying? These games are going to be optimized for PS5 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting stuff to really think about. Honestly, my personal opinion on this whole thing is I don't really care. Like I said, I think Sony makes great games. They're gonna drop these games. Honestly, I have no rush on these games. When it comes to a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, it comes to a sequel to the God of War 2018. These are highly critically acclaimed games. It's like take as long as you guys want to make these things. Like, it really does not matter. So I don't again, and a lot of people again. Obviously, I started off this thing talking crazy, because this is for the fun of it. But let's be honest, right? A lot of people who talk about the holiday season and this and that, you think they're CEOs or something. Like, why do you care about their holiday season? What does that matter to you? Like, bro, they can't even sell PS5s because everyone buys them in freaking 3 seconds. Like, you're not like, what are we talking about right now? You know what I mean? Xbox Series X's, I could go right now on a aftermarket right now and buy a Xbox Series X with like 5 controllers and 16 games for $500. You know what I mean? So it's like, the value of the PS5 is just so much higher. So I can sell the box of my PS5 for probably like $100, $200, just the box.
I'm about to.
So
I'll put it on eBay because I still have my controller.
You know what I mean? It's like these people, and mainly the Nintendo guys and the Xbox dudes. They're on Twitter just talking crazy because they just always want to talk crazy about the dumbest things, and
they work for the marketing team. They work for the sales team.
Oh yeah. They're hired.
Surprised when you look at some of their bios. You know what I'm saying? But look, again, Xbox, they shouldn't be worried about PlayStation at all. They should just be praying and hoping that Halo Infinite comes out as good as it's looking to be, and that they have something to follow it up with, right? Nintendo, again, bro, I'm excited for Metroid, but that's not Metroid and Monster Hunter Rise. That's not winning the year for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And if it wins the year for you, hey, listen, chances are you have a Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Metroid Dread looks good, but Metroid Dread looks like it's on the eShop. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
eShop game. We're talking about. Hold on, let me just say this real quick, right? Everyone complained about Ghost of Tsushima having a $70 version, whatever, because they're adding a whole new expansion, all this stuff, right? But then Nintendo's dropping Metroid Dread, a game that basically looks like literally any game that costs $15. You feel me? It's like, again, I'm not trying to sit here and be like side scrollers shouldn't cost $60, but I'm just saying Nintendo, Mario Kart 8 still costs $60. The game came out 18 years ago, so you know what I mean?
It's Nintendo, Nintendo games will never go lower than $60.
Yeah. So, hey,
I just feel like again, Nintendo, if you give them the year for those 2 games, then hey, listen, I got it. But Xbox with Halo,
you're not for free.
I'll go as far as saying, right? Now, this is crazy, especially for me to say this, right? I go as far as saying that I would even consider Halo could be a game of the year, right? But that still doesn't give Xbox the win for the whole year. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. I get what you're saying. Because, just like we have in the comments, my boy JC King Perico says, Returnal is my game of the year so far. It's very challenging, and the feeling of achievement by defeating the final boss is unique. I'm going to tell you right now, I could put money on the table. No one's going to say that about Halo Infinite in no way, shape, or form, ever. You'll never have a passionate comment like that about Halo Infinite. I'm not saying the game's gonna be bad, but we're not gonna have anyone say that it's your game of the year and you feel so passionate about it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, listen, I'm not the bad guy here and like the Xbox of last year, but Halo Infinite's campaign got leaked on the internet, and you know what I mean. And all I hear that is bad is trash. So I'm not saying anything that happens in it because I honestly don't know because I'm not the person to spoil myself. I'd rather just enjoy something for the first time and not use it for console war. So don't do that either. You Sony ponies, stop.
Hold on. I want two things real quick, right?
Go ahead.
JT wants to know if he can join because he got his computer working.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'll text him that. And the second thing is, I didn't get it spoiled for me, like the Halo story, right?
Yeah.
But I saw a quote that summed it up the exact way I thought it was. This looks like a Halo campaign. If you've played Halo, you know exactly what that means. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the chances of somebody coming out and typing something like JC did, very slim. You know, very slim.
Yeah, definitely very slim. Our boy JT's in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Let me get him in here real quick. I know he's a huge Halo fan. He really wants to say a lot about this topic, so we gotta get him in
He
here.
grew up on Halo.
Yeah. It's one of the classic franchises. He's super excited to get in here.
Yeah.
What about Dying Light 2? Not exclusive, but that would be amazing. Yo, that's a amazing, super amazing game. Super excited that's coming out this year. I really hope they don't delay that game because that game it's a classic. You know, like last generation.
And if they do?
And if they delay it, listen, it's not. Again, like I said, I don't care because again, I do think Dying Light was such a good game the first time it came out, and that was a game not really built on anything. Obviously, Dead Island and stuff were things that those developers worked on before, but for that game to be as unique and as polished as it was, as just like a brand new IP, it was great. It was a great game. So I like that they're taking their time with it, and they're being really open by why this has been delayed and why these things have happened. And I think the game's going to be great, so I'm super excited for that. But like you said, the reason why I'm not really mentioning that is because it's a third-party game, because I'm not mentioning Battlefield. You know, I'm not mentioning I don't even know what else I can mention, really. You guys pick. But, yeah, any other random game, you know, because we're talking about console wars here, so.
But in all honesty, I do, you know, Dying Light 2, I hope that doesn't get delayed. That's going to be an awesome game. But, again, Horizon Forbidden West being delayed, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. That game's going to come. It's going to be exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be great. I'm going to like it, and it is what it is, you know?
That's true.
Exactly.
How about JT, before we move on from this topic, you know? So, we got Horizon being delayed. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yeah, we can
Alright,
hear
cool.
you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I expected it because it seems like they want to. Sony wants to push more things to be PS5 exclusive. I don't wait. That doesn't make sense because Horizon's coming out. It's coming out on PS4 too. But it seems like maybe they just need more work. I mean, I'm not excited either way because I didn't play the first Horizon game. I don't know why I was burnt out on a lot of open world games, so it didn't really mesh with me. But it looks good. I'm just I'm indifferent to the delay.
Interesting. Is it more because your camera?
Your camera keeps turning off, JT.
Was that you did on purpose or?
Not by accident.
Oh, okay. That's all good. Yeah, I cut off again. But I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say like a lot of other people have had that same issue, not really clicking with their first game. So I could definitely see where people could hear this news and really not care that much because they never really played the first one that much. But I mean, I'll ask you this question: was it only the burnout, or was there any other reason why you didn't like that game, or like just wasn't interested in it?
I can't hear you, JT.
Yeah, I'm muted. It's all good. Yeah, but I played that game first day it came out. It was good. I can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
I
Now
hear
we
you
can.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's all good,
I
it's all good.
set my button to turn off my camera. So
Right.
I don't know, man. It might have just been the open world fatigue, man. Because at the same time, I put like 100 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I clocked in. I beat Red Dead Redemption 2 twice. I went through that whole thing twice, man. It just burnout from open world games.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, man. Hopefully by the time this game comes out, like like maybe you have the chance to play this one, you might like this one, and you might be like more open to play it. Because I will say we got nothing else to play if you want to play Sony exclusives right now. Because if this thing really gets delayed, we have a really big open spot that no new games have been coming out really. So
I think my
I'm excited
biggest
for it.
problem, I haven't beaten the first one. I have like 10, 15 hours in it, right? I'm waiting for a 60 frames per second option on PlayStation 5 so I could run through it and finally beat it. My thing with that game is like the beginning. I hate the beginning so much when you play as a big-headed ass girl, man. It really throws me off. Her character design really throws me off. But
Oh my
when the
God.
game opens up, like I've seen Cleanse Prince, he like has like a whole video breaking down that game, and it's insane. You know, they have like 80 different arrows you could use for different weaknesses on different, you know, robot dinosaurs. It's like the combat of the game is like it could be so shallow, like just as simple as like, oh, I just beat the game with my spear or my normal bow and arrow, but then the game could be so in depth with like the combat system. So I want to play it. When it comes out on PlayStation 5, I want to platinum it too.
If you want to hear something, my bad, real fast. You want to hear something
right.
crazy about Horizon Dawn that's unrelated, but it has to do with Resident Evil?
Okay.
Did anybody who here played the game? You guys
Me.
remember like all right, you remember the bald black dude who's like your teacher, your mentor in the beginning of the game?
Huh?
That he's Wesker in the Netflix Resident Evil show.
Oh,
that blows
wow.
my mind.
Interesting. I'll be honest. That character you're talking about, he's probably one of my favorite parts of that game. Like he's really, really good in that game. Like very, very excited to see what happens with him in the second game. Because that, like, you guys should definitely play the game, bro. Because of the story. If you guys are more into like not character-based stories, but more stories that are like about the world, this game does a really good job about like world building. Honestly, even character-based stuff too. Like that's why I think this game is so good because it just does a lot of stuff with what it's trying to like portray and stuff. Like it's really good, really, really good. So super excited for the next game. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say about this? All right, that's a unanimous head shake. So we're moving on. All right, so the next topic we're gonna be talking about is Halo Infinite Beta or playtest, whatever it was really called. So we'll move on to Xbox news. You know, so we don't look like we're just ponies here.
Oh, hold on.
Any
Someone in the comments says, so are we not going to hold Sony and Guerrilla Games accountable for this with all the silence for months, acting like they didn't know if their own game wasn't going to be ready for the fall?
I mean, rumors. Hold on.
Did it have an actual release date though?
It doesn't have an actual release date, and it hasn't actually been officially delayed either.
Just
it was
rumors, right?
it was Mike Grubb that said it. But to
Jeff.
that comment, what did I say?
You said Mike.
Mike.
Who the hell is that?
That's my insider.
That's
that's your guy. My fault. Yeah,
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. I shouldn't have said that name. But I don't think you have to hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? The game never got an official release date. So if they push it back, they push it back.
That is true. They were kind of smart in that. The whole like, 2021. That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're believing a rumor, that's on you. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because I'm fully in line with the whole Blue Point is a Metal Gear Solid game. So if that's not a Metal Gear game, that's my fault for believing in the rumor. So it's what it is.
Nah, yeah. So yeah, will they hold them accountable? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're trying. You know.
If
Delta
you want to
variant.
hold them accountable, if you want to hold them accountable, then you can hold them accountable. But then let's have that same energy for Microsoft not releasing a first-party exclusive game for almost 700 days. There's a lot worse things that could be held accountable than them delaying Horizon.
Wasn't Halo supposed to be released last Christmas?
Launch title.
Halo looked like a 360 game 6 months ago. So it's like, there's a lot of accountability that got to be held.
Halo Infinite was on the box. If you buy a Series X today, that game is on the back of the box of the game, and that game is still not out.
Bro, they had
Master Chief Collection.
No, they had holiday commercials for Halo Infinite where like I don't know if you people remember, it was Master Chief, but his head was a cat. It was
What?
like it was a Christmas commercial, man. It was weird.
What the hell?
It was
I don't
supposed to be
remember
released
seeing
holiday
that.
last year.
That sounds like some Fortnite shit.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Fortnite runs the world right now.
Yeah.
Wasn't Halo in Fortnite too?
Master Chief.
Okay.
So is Alloy from Horizon and Kratos.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kratos for sure.
And
They just
Ariana
put out-
Grande, but we'll be there soon.
They just
we
put
know
out
that.
what's the name? Cammy and Guile
And
from
Guile,
Street
I
Fighter.
know.
Yeah, 100%.
The Guile imposter. the Guile imposter, because that's not
It
the
looks
guy.
terrible.
He looks
So bad.
hilarious.
I haven't seen
Well,
them.
we'll get to that in a sec. We'll talk about all that Fortnite stuff
Okay.
in like two more two more things. Okay, let's just get real quick to the Xbox stuff. I know. You know, everyone's super excited to talk about Halo. Everyone's super excited to talk about Xbox. So we're about to give them their flowers because we got a GameSpot article that is titled, "I'm happy to report Halo Infinite is good, based on the beta so far. Despite approaching it with some concern, the multiplayer preview won me over, and the grapple shot is a big reason why." So Halo has had its not open beta, but it's okay, definitely not open beta, very closed beta. You have to be invite only. But yeah, so it wasn't like a matchmaking beta. They really weren't stress testing their servers in that way. It was just more of a play test. So have big influencers play the game, see what they think about it. It was mainly you could play with your friends against each other, or you could play with bots. So there's been a lot of clips, a lot of footage out there of the game. Everyone's able to see it, and yeah, there's people positive about it. There's people who are negative about it. I don't know if you guys seen the gameplay. What do you guys think about it?
Did anybody try it out? Did anybody play it?
Nah, I
No.
couldn't. I couldn't
Not
get
that
an
important.
invite. Not
Neither
gonna
did
get
I,
an
but it looks like Halo. It does look
Yeah.
like Halo. I'll give it that. I mean,
Yes, sir.
that's about as much as I can say for it.
Yeah, honestly, right? I said it in the beginning of the podcast, but me and Alberto have a whole video breaking down like the Halo gameplay and like talking about it and stuff like that. I think one of the biggest things is that it I agree with JT. This looks like Halo, and that's exactly what Xbox needed. Xbox
It's
does
not a bad
not.
thing.
No,
Not a
no, no.
bad thing.
That's actually a compliment, right? Because you Crackdown 3 looked like Crackdown 1. That was an insult. Halo Infinite looks like the progression of what Halo should be. Has good quality of life changes. They've implemented things in the game that run well. It looks good. It looks like it ran smoothly. I'm fully here for this. Like I said it in the video and I'll say it again. This is a console moving title for Xbox, and to come out early in their generation and be this strong, this is really good for Xbox, man. This is really good.
So you think this is a system seller?
Oh, 100%. Just the name alone being Halo is already a system seller. Let alone the game coming out and being so far widely received positively. Absolutely, this is huge for Xbox. If they don't release Halo this year, they miss out on capitalizing on the hole that Sony's leaving by delaying games.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would probably agree with Ant because I definitely do see this as a system seller if this game becomes popular overall. You know, I think the biggest problem with Halo right now is the fact that Splitgate exists. I know I keep mentioning this game every single week, every single time, but I just definitely think it's a problem because this Splitgate is the game that's taking over Twitch right now. That's the game that's taking over Twitch, not Halo. Obviously, Halo's not out or anything like that.
Yeah, I was
But
about to say you can't.
yeah, exactly. It's not out or anything, but I definitely see a lot of the kids excited, you know? So all that has to happen is that by the time Halo comes out, either Splitgate servers are still just crashed or everyone has played it and they're kind of bored of it already. And then Halo comes and scoops them all like the refugees of Splitgate, you know what I mean? And everyone plays Halo instead. So all I'm saying is this could be a system seller. It just has to catch on with the kids and has to catch on with the overall majority of people. It has to capture the old fans and, you know, more importantly, all the new fans. So super
Well,
excited to see what
I
happens.
know you mentioned Splitgate, right? But you know, like even how you were saying earlier too, like like a lot of people keep saying this is Halo mixed with Portal, and I feel like that saying also kind of helps Halo in the sense because I think it will get people excited to play it, especially people who never played Halo and they have played Splitgate and they keep hearing, "Oh, this is like Halo." This is like Halo and Portal. I think it's gonna also get some people who already play it, especially since it's free as well too, to hop on there and check it out.
I was just about to ask that because Paul said in the chat that it's free to play, and I didn't know that. So the multiplayer for Halo Infinite is free to play. Period for everybody.
Period. Yep.
Yep. Okay,
That's
but
awesome.
now, right? I'm gonna say this because let's be fair. It is free to play, and PC gaming is on the up and coming, right? People who are outside of the PC gaming, outside of the gaming community, even a majority of the people in the community themselves don't PC game. So even if you want to play Halo, the free to play multiplayer, chances are the average casual person will go and buy an Xbox. And I understand the hype with Splitgate. split. What in the world is a Splitgate? You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Halo. Everybody knows Halo. Splitgate, because it's successful right now, does not mean that it holds the weight or caliber of the name Halo. Like, that's insane.
Well, it's free to play and it's everywhere too, so and it's very
Well,
simple.
remember when Fortnite came out, you know? Just remember what happened to Fortnite. I'm not saying that it'll happen with Splitgate, because I don't think so, but
Yeah,
just
but
remember how big Fortnite is now.
Fortnite is a little different, right? Because Fortnite was a battle royale, and it came in and took a genre that was trying to be like or trying to push realism in H1Z1 and in PUBG, and they made it
True.
cartoony and ran good, right? Hey, again, Splitgate is everywhere, so I don't think that the existence of Halo will make it disappear. But I don't think the existence of Splitgate is putting any pressure on Halo, because nevertheless, when Halo drops, that's a Halo game that you could play for free.
I think Ann is right, man. Because I hate to say this every time we have a podcast, but I'm like, I remember when Halo 2 came out. Halo 2, Halo 2 sold Xbox Live. One of the only reasons why Xbox Live was even a thing back in the day was because of Halo 2. So I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think Splitgate can even compare to the massive name that Halo has.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping that it does a good job, but I definitely think this is a situation where exclusivity isn't working in Microsoft's favor because, like I said, it's like the kids see this game, they want to play it. They're looking at Halo Infinite. Let's say they're looking at Halo Infinite, they want to play a game that's like it. You know, they'll have a game like Splitgate right in their face that just download on their PS5 or PS4 even, or whatever it is they want to play on. They'll be able to just play it there instead of having to go buy an Xbox. So.
Well, I'd argue that if we're going by Xbox's business model,
Yeah.
Halo Infinite's everywhere. It's on my phone. It's on my Tesla.
So.
It's in my tablet. I could play Halo on the cloud. You know what I'm saying? Again, Splitgate, I think it's cool. I think it's going to have a fan base. I think it's going to be good. The same way Valeria says, remember Fortnite. Well, remember the Hall of Tarkov. Remember every other game that popped off on Twitch for 3 days and then disappeared, after a month of being popular. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. But Fortnite did not disappear after a month being popular. It's still in like...
Right. But remember, right, there's a lot more Fall of Tarkovs than there are a lot more Fortnites. You know what I'm saying? The chances of a game falling off, especially when you can't even play it, the average person isn't going to have the same retention that Alberto's holding off to go play this game. They just go and play a different first-person shooter.
Didn't Fortnite? They had to change their whole model of how they were before they got popular, right?
The Fortnite that is today is nothing like the Fortnite that started, nor is it nothing like the Fortnite that got popular. You know what I'm saying? They're like two completely different things. So Splitgate, we have to wait and see. But again, if people can't get into it, the average person doesn't hold on to hope for 2 or 3 weeks that it's going to work. They go play Call of Duty. They go play Warzone. They go play literally any other first-person shooter.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Again, I think Halo looks good, so I'm excited for it. So hopefully, I just hope it just works well with keyboard and mouse. And then, yeah, and I hope it catches on because, like I said, remember, PlayStation is the biggest place to play right now when it comes to consoles. And this game not being on PlayStation is an issue. It definitely is an issue when it comes to multiplayer games. So hopefully people actually find a reason to buy an Xbox. Like, this is really the one that's like, oh yeah, I'll buy an Xbox. Because again, buying a PC is just like super expensive, and not much people will even want to do that. So we'll see what happens.
Not for a free to play Halo. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a PC already, chances are Halo's not going to change your mind.
And that's what I'm saying about the whole like, to buy a free to play game. You know what I mean? Like, just to go buy an Xbox to play this free to play game when it's like, I have a PlayStation, I can just play the Splitgate game, and it's good too.
Yeah, but we're not. It's not. Again, you're not buying an Xbox to go play a free to play game. You're buying an Xbox to go play Halo. Whether if Halo chose to come out free to play or not, it doesn't matter. That's still Halo. Again, the name Halo needs no defending. Master Chief could easily be put on one of the biggest faces of gaming. Everybody knows Master Chief. Everybody knows Halo. I'm telling you that there's no competition there.
Yeah, I mean, again, we'll all have to just see, when these things actually release and everything. So super excited to see what happens. Just before we move on to the next topic, I just want to touch upon some of the people in the comments here. So we got Aizen Susuke. He says, as far as Xbox, you're right. That is terrible. But we're talking about Sony right now. We can get an Xbox all day, but we can't just sweep this under the rug. That's all I'm saying. We got Paul. He's saying, not a system seller at all, in my opinion. Let's think about how many people might buy it now that multiplayer is free to play. Then the last time I'm going to read here, we got JC King. He's saying that the gameplay of Halo Infinite looks crispy and that this is the God of War of Xbox. So That's what we got. That's what we got. That's what the people are saying. So we got some people on the positive side, some people on the negative side. So that's just kind of how it is with Xbox and like with Halo right now. So Halo the Xbox and Halo, they have like things. They have an uphill battle right now. You know what I mean? So we'll just see how this all turns out. All right. Maybe they could finally win a Game of the Year award. You know, because Xbox hasn't won one in like
Remember.
With Halo?
Remember,
17
yeah.
years, 20 years.
Thank
something
you.
like
Thank you, little.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't want to put a question mark behind
we
it,
were
but
talking.
with Halo?
Yeah, we were talking about the free to play portion. Nobody's talking about the story. You know what I'm saying?
that. Hey, listen. Hey, when you just go look at the best games of all time, whatever, like the most awarded games, as the Xbox is real bad. It's real bad, you know. So I just hope that they can get some more awards.
That's Lupus was gonna get them there.
Splitgate's campaign might be better than Halo.
You should. Well, let's move on to the next topic. Next thing we'll be talking about is this is a fun one. We're gonna be talking about the PS5 SSD. So we've gotten the news that basically you're able to upgrade your PS5 to the new. Basically, you can expand your SSD space because there's been a slot inside the PS5 that you're able to use an M.2 SSD like stick, and it hasn't been available to actually like work with the software yet. So, you know, people on Twitter, this thing came out, the news came out, and people on Twitter are making like videos and like going crazy, like, oh, on the Xbox, all you have to do is buy a memory card and you could do this. And then people are making fun of PlayStation, saying that, like, you know, just making fun of them, saying that it took this long for this to happen, and also that why do I need to get a toolbox out to like do this? Why do I gotta do that? You know what I mean? So it's an issue within the community. I'll be honest. You know, the Xbox, they got an answer there. You know, they have something to fight back on. You know, they have something to say, I guess. But you know, but the news is, I will ask you guys though, because I've seen this on Twitter. I really didn't read any of these articles yet, but is there something that has to do with the firmware or something that I've seen people mention too? Like do something with it that's difficult, or is it just plug and play?
No, only certain people that got the beta are able to put in the SSD right now. So I mean,
Gotcha.
it'll be available for everybody when they release the new system update for everybody.
Okay.
I would touch upon that if that's what people in the community are mad about, right?
Okay.
People are mad because you have to take out the side panel and then use a screwdriver. I mean, I've even seen people say you need a PhD in anything. The fact that a PhD comes before the term of unscrewing a screwdriver, it's absolutely insane, right?
Yeah. Real, I'm gonna be really, really honest with you, man, because I've modded systems before. I've taken systems apart. I built a computer. I'm not dumb when it comes to electronics. Taking apart my PS5 stupid side plates, that shit took me forever.
Really?
And I got more of a problem with that than putting in the stupid screw for the SSD.
I truly believe that only happened to you because you genuinely care about your PlayStation 5 and you didn't want to break it. Now that you know how to take it off,
Absolutely.
I'm sure you could take it off very easily. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I like this topic, right? This one's for the culture. You know what I'm saying? This is for Crumb Side, right? If you don't know how to use a screwdriver, then please at that point, just buy a Switch. You know what I'm saying? You're so far behind. Just go buy a Switch and play 720p. Because, and don't get me wrong, right? Microsoft's is easier, right? But do we really compare what layup is easier when you're just doing a layup? You know, it's just when something's easy and something's easier, there's just no need to point out that one is easier. You pointed out when one is difficult.
But Microsoft's thing isn't it's an actual memory card, right?
Yeah.
So that's like comparing like the PS2 memory card to the Xbox hard drive when it first came out. Like they're two completely separate. I don't even know why people are comparing them. It's two completely separate things.
They're just comparing them because they're just trying to make fun of one other person for buying a different console of them. And then just...
I mean, other than to troll and talk nonsense.
Yeah.
There's not, because even again, I've built computers with you, JT. We've done all this. I'm not the most knowledgeable person in this, but from what I've seen, Xbox expandable storage will always be the way it is. But since Sony's actually using SSDs, over time, the price of these SSDs will gradually get lower and become better in the long run. I'm not saying that that's a justification for Sony having, you know, like $800 SSDs going on sale, but, you know, in the long run, there becomes a time where these become cheaper versus Xbox not having that option.
JT, we lost you.
Okay. So yeah, what I want to touch upon is exactly what you're saying with the cheaper and whatever. Basically, the pricing, right? So from what I see in this article, I have one of the SSDs that work with the PS5. It's 500 gigabytes, and it costs $139, right? And then I have the Xbox little thing, the Xbox, what's it called? Seagate storage expansion card. It's 1 terabyte and it costs $220. I don't know
I'm
if there's
back. I'm
other
back.
options, but yeah, so that's $220 for a terabyte, and then we have the other one at 140 for 500 gigabytes. Thoughts, anybody?
Honestly, if you can't delete games when you're not using them, then you got to pay that price. What do you want me to do? Delete games. Don't play 19 games at the same time. Beat your game and delete it. You know, if you can't do that, then you have to pay for this feature. That is a quality of life. It's not mandatory in any way. I play and beat games all the time. I don't have a space problem in my PlayStation, which is under a terabyte. I will not be spending a penny on this because when I don't want to play a game, I delete it.
Okay. So actually, I want to touch upon what you just said. Actually, I want to ask the entire panel. What are your thoughts on storage? Like, is the PS5 having enough storage for you? How much storage do you usually have in your consoles? I want to hear from Little. I'll go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, right now my PlayStation 5 is a-okay with storage. Games that I don't care for or that have been downloaded for certain reasons, I delete them. Even on my PlayStation 4, and to me, it's like this PlayStation 5 thing, like even upgrading for storage is not a new thing because for my PlayStation 4, I had to take out my hard drive because I had the 500 gigabyte, and I took it off, took it apart with my little screwdriver too, and had to and put my 1 terabyte in because for sure I didn't have enough space for my PlayStation 4, which was fine. But to me, it's like this is not something new that you've seen. If you can do it on the PlayStation 4 and you've done it before and you're complaining about the PlayStation 5, if there's anyone out there doing that, it's like you lost. Because if you already did the change already before, it's like don't do it again. But delete games, even with my Switch too. When my Switch is full of storage and I'm like, damn, why is this game here? I do not play this game. I don't think I'm gonna play it in months. I go ahead, delete it, make sure that my save is there, so whenever I go back to it, I'm fine. So to me, it's like it's not an issue. Like it can go either way, but if you really need it, just purchase it. For me, I don't think I'll be purchasing it anytime soon.
I think JT could vouch for this one, right? Like JT and me suffer from gaming ADD. Like I could switch a game in a heartbeat. The other day I downloaded Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play it. I never even turned it on, I just deleted it, right? Like I suffer from the worst gaming ADD. But so I can tell you, most games, if you stop playing them and then you come back a long time, you're gonna have to restart the game because you're not gonna remember anything of what you're doing. You're not gonna be in the same flow as you were with muscle memory to be good at the game, right? So chances are you end up either restarting it or just being confused for a long period of time. So like, what if I told you, right? We can knock out several birds with one stone. And if you download a game, if you play it to your heart's content, not even beat it, right? Just play it to your heart's content and then delete it. You're good. That's it. That's it. There's no. That's it. You know.
Listen. All right. So, JT.
Yeah, man. I think personally, I'm not. I wouldn't spend that much money on any of those SSDs because they're expensive as hell, and the convenience factor is not worth hundreds of dollars for me. But I do think that the PS5 should have came with more than just a terabyte of space. Because I mean, as time goes further along, like what is the name? Cyberpunk is 100 gigs. Final Fantasy VII Remake is 100 gigs.
Yeah.
The Last of Us Part 2 is 100 gigs. Well, I got all those games. I delete them when I'm done playing with them, so I don't mind doing it. I really think they should. There's going to be a future model of the PS5 with more space. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
100%. And honestly, I love the games you named, JT, right? None of those games sound like games you want to play at the same time. None of them.
Well,
It sounds like games you dedicate one at a time.
I'm playing all of them at the same time, man.
But that's different. That's different because for you, this is probably like your fifth playthrough. When Final
True.
Fantasy VII came out, you sat down and you played Final Fantasy VII Remake. You did not play anything else.
Nope, you beat it.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Listen. I'll speak for the devil's advocate here. I'll speak for the other side. Right. The issue with this low space thing, I'll say my part real quick. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I'll just delete whatever. I don't really care about that. But I definitely see where the issue lies, right? GTA 5 is over 100 gigabytes. Call of Duty is over 100 gigabytes. Whatever other shooter game you play, Apex Legends, Dead by Daylight, all these multiplayer games, that's the issue. Most people play multiplayer games. And when it comes to multiplayer games, you know how it is. it's like you never want to be in that moment where it's like, yo, let's play this tonight. Oh, I have to download it real quick. No one wants to do that. Like that's not what you want to do ever in your life. Like that's just the worst feeling of all time.
You
It's
can't
like,
do an update because there's no space.
exactly, you can't do updates. There's no space. It's like that is the actual issue. The single player games, that's where I can see a lot of people who just go like, oh, forget about it. Who cares? Delete it. Because I can agree. You play single player games, it does not matter. Who cares? But yeah, multiplayer games, that's just not it. Like I don't care. I have like right now on my PC, I have Call of Duty installed. I haven't played Call of Duty in like a few weeks or whatever, but I don't have any desire to delete it because if at any moment I need to hop on for anything, I could play it. Same thing with Forza. Same thing with anything that's multiplayer. I need to be able to just hop on real quick and be able to do it because having to wait for an update or having to wait for the whole thing to download again is definitely dreadful. But I will say also just a correction. The PS5 has a 825 gigabyte hard drive, not even a
Not
terabyte. So it's rough.
I just want it to be known, right? Again, you know, it's different for everybody. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not saying that there's no problem here, right? There is a problem, even if I don't see it because I delete games. I have Call of Duty on my PlayStation, right? And there are times where I want to play a game, and I'm like, man, what do I delete? And most of the time, Call of Duty is not the one that gets deleted. But I've also had Call of Duty and 2K on my PS5, and was still able to have 2, 3, 4 extra games downloaded, single player games. It's just listen, honestly, right? If you are a cat, like not, I don't even want to say casual, right? But if you're a person that, let's say, you're just a multiplayer person, right? Chances are you're devoted to 1, maybe 2 games, and even if you're not, you're probably on PC because it's not like you had any better alternative up to now. It's always been the same thing. You had to you had to extend your storage if you wanted more storage, right? So if you haven't done that before, then I just can't see you running into that problem now.
That's that. I agree. Same thing like you said. Yeah, is like this has kind of been the issue the entire time. So I mean, it's like, not much has changed. I will say, I'll be honest, right? With the Xbox thing, it's really cool what they have done with the whole like making these little like SSDs that you just like plug in. It's like this is what do you call it? Proprietary hardware. It's like only made for the Xbox. You can't just buy whatever brand of this thing. Like that just doesn't exist. So that's the only issue I have with it. But the way it's built is really cool. Like I like how the ease of use of it is. But I'll be honest, I prefer the PlayStation's version. Just like how Ant was saying, give it a few years, the prices of this stuff is going to have to drop down because it's all made by third-party people. Like, it's not made only by Sony. I don't even think Sony even sells any, even their own at all. So, yeah, it's like it's free market, when it comes to buying these hard drives. So, I don't know. I do like the Xbox thing. I think it's really cool. The ease of use thing is dope, but when it comes to the pricing and like competitive stuff, it's just not. There's only one option. You know what I mean? You can't really do much else. So I do like PlayStation's solution for it more. So that's all I gotta say about that. Anyone else want to chime in, or we're all good with this one?
I'm about to tell everyone just become a single player. That's it. Don't ever play multiplayer again.
Delete. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I can make it easy for everybody, right? We can't support Call of Duty anymore, so there you go. Now you all have enough space. You all have enough space.
That's true.
Now we're just waiting for 2K. 2K needs to be canceled.
We're working on that. You know what I'm saying? Baby
Overwatch
steps,
canceled.
Yeah,
Call of
so
Duty canceled.
Call of
We're
Duty,
good.
Overwatch canceled. Like, what else you guys playing?
Fortnite.
Here's the Storm or something. I don't know.
No, we're not playing Fortnite. We'll talk about that. They're doing other stuff. Not playing though.
Here's the Storm's on PC. Okay, shut up.
Hey, did someone say Fortnite? Did I hear Fortnite?
Yeah, I heard.
I did. I said
heard.
It's
it.
crazy because that's our next
heard.
topic. We had the best topic
Actually,
of the show.
Before you even get to that, I just want everybody to know JT loves Fortnite. It's his game.
I can't stand Fortnite, man. I hate Fortnite so much. And I'm gonna sound like a hater and good. I don't care. I hate Fortnite so much.
I need you to be the villain.
Oh,
He's about to be like, I hate what's
man.
gonna happen.
You know what I see? When my kids play for my son is on Fortnite all day long. You know what he does? He's not fighting anybody. He's sitting there dancing. I see circles of people just dancing, and I'm like, "You having fun?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like,
Listen,
"All
well,
right,
you need to ask him about the next topic because he's gonna be a fan of this.
I hate to say it, JT, right? But I play Fortnite. I have a lot of wins under my belt in Fortnite, and honestly, I'd be upset if you told me they weren't sitting in circles dancing. Because as a grown man, I was sitting in circles dancing.
Excuse me?
I meant
What happened?
nah.
You do
I
what
was-
now?
I was talking about Final Fantasy X too.
All right, let me
Don't-
real
don't-
quick.
don't-
I'm
don't-
gonna play the little trailer. Let's see how this looks. I mean, honestly.
Oh, I wish I was wearing a ponytail today. That'll
So
work.
okay, let me pause. Let me pause this video, right? Because I didn't even say what it is. So basically, I honestly don't know what the hell this is, but it says Fortnite Rift Tour featuring Ariana Grande. So a pop star, Ariana Grande. Obviously, everyone has to know who she is. She's a pretty big artist. I guess she's getting the what's his name? Travis Scott.
Travis Scott's
Scott. That's a Scott.
treatment.
Yeah, Travis Scott treatment in Fortnite. So I guess she's gonna have a cool little performance, which is pretty cool, and also we have skins. So we have
Man,
Travis
next thing you know,
Scott
she'll
and
have
Fortnite.
Yeah,
What?
she'll have a McDonald's meal next.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. But yeah, the J
Hey.
Balvin, maybe he could go into Fortnite.
BTS
next.
and Sweetie, they have meals too. I think she's the last one with the
Listen,
meals.
Are you
so-
serious?
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Yes.
she got
Oh
a McDonald's
my
meal.
She
God.
most definitely has a McDonald's meal,
Are
but I
you
prefer for the rest of existence, we never say in the name Saweetie. You know what I'm saying? Like we can skip that for next time.
Yo,
Oh,
did you guys see
She'll be on
the
Fortnite next.
the McDonald's DualSense that Sony said they don't want McDonald's selling anymore?
That's a thing.
What?
100%. They stopped in
100.
Australia from selling them.
Oh wait, that was like a branded like thing.
Yeah, McDonald's was
Absolutely.
selling PS5 controllers branded with McDonald's, and Sony put a stop to that immediately.
Why? Why did they even have? How did they even do that?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know why they put a stop to it, but they were ugly, and I'm so happy that they
They were
did.
like Happy Meal.
They were
were.
ugly.
They
They were
were.
exactly that, like the Happy Meal, like just nasty. But anyway, back to Ariana Grande.
Oh wow, this is terrible. I'm looking at the controller right now. Oh my god. What in the world is this?
So yeah, they definitely put a stop to that immediately.
Wow.
I wish they did it here. I wish they did it here for like 5 seconds. So I could have been like, hey, I want one.
That's pretty rare. I will say that's pretty rare. It says McDonald's made a shockingly attractive PS5 controller. Apparently. That's what it says.
That's a shockingly attractive lie, you know.
All right, so let's.
Nah, you eat your McDonald's while you're playing PlayStation on your PlayStation 5 McDonald's DualSense controller. Makes sense.
I see the back of some of
but
those
you know
PS5
what you're
controllers.
doing? Well, you know what you're playing on your PlayStation? You're playing as Ariana Grande in the new update of Fortnite. So we're gonna watch this little video here. You guys are probably gonna see it late, but I never seen this before, so I'm seeing some clouds.
I've seen it.
I'm seeing some Fortnite. Yeah. Okay, is that Ariana Grande herself? Yeah, look, her skin is darkened too. This is perfect. It looks just
Yeah,
like her. huh?
she took a spray tan.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. So I guess there's a skin. Honestly, I don't know the details of this. I'm pretty sure one of you guys could tell me.
Not me.
Okay. I think Ant, do you have the scoop on this one?
Listen, all I'm gonna tell you is I'm super good on that. You know, I don't know anything about this. I didn't watch the trailer. I honestly, I'll say it. I can't stand Ariana Grande ever since
Oh
she
my
licked that donut.
So
So that you know,
The donut gate.
yeah, donut gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. You know, I don't know what to say about that.
oh man.
It's funny because today I was listening to her album. I was like, oh snap.
Oh, yo, let
Um,
me say something. I know you're gonna say. Look, I was looking at this picture on my screen here. They have like the skins basically, and they have light style and dark style. So I mean, there you go. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's Ariana Grande when she wants to spray tan and when she doesn't.
Yeah, it's really weird. That's really strange.
I
But
like the outfits. Hold on, I love the outfits. I'm so sorry. This is gonna get me to go back to Fortnite.
Ooh, just a
Oh,
simple
wow.
charge of
Simple girl,
$39.99.
is it $40 for this?
I don't know. But
Oh.
It's probably gonna be like $20 for each skin.
Oh no, for sure.
I mean, hey, hold up. Let me. We could ask someone who bought skins. Ant, give us your how much? Didn't you buy skins for like $20 each? Didn't you? Weren't you one of those people?
Maybe. You know, I mean, my memory
My
serves me
man,
right.
my man,
I
yeah.
got like 8 to 9 skins. You know what I'm saying? Not too serious.
That's
eh?
ridiculous,
That's
Not
bro.
too
8, 9,
serious.
10.
Bro, how
I
much were they?
mean-
How much were they? For one.
They range, but for sure the one of the cooler ones that I have was definitely $19.99 for them.
That's
that's
ridiculous.
probably gonna be the
my
price.
God.
Yeah, the Ariana Grandes are definitely that light and dark are going to be $19.99 or $20 each. Like, there's no doubt in
So
my
yeah,
brain
you're
that's
you're
how it's
about
gonna
to be $40 in the hole with this one, right?
I mean, you know, hey, if you know,
That's
just-
disgusting, man.
It's sick. It's sick. It's definitely sick.
It sickens me, and I'm telling you, man, I'll spend like $60 on extra costumes in a fighting game. So don't even listen to me.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I get you 100%. Look, I love cosmetics in games. I'm literally a sucker for this stuff. So they be getting me. You know, they definitely be getting me. Cause
I'm definitely anti microtransactions, but I agree with you. Cosmetic things, I'm cool with.
Same here.
yeah,
Well, it depends, right? Because like as in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I bought a cosmetic skin and it killed the whole game for me because I was like, damn, I look way too cool for this part of the game. Way too cool, right? And I knew that there was nothing I could buy or nothing I could get in the game after that was gonna be cool enough. So I was like, damn, so I'm gonna look like this for the next like 70 hours, and I stopped playing.
What was the skin?
Oh, I had a full blown like a skeleton skull head that leaked out like green acid. Yeah, it was insane. Like it was absolutely insane.
Interesting. Anyone know when this thing come out? Anyone know? Oh, honestly, I don't
August
know.
6th.
That's tomorrow.
This weekend, right?
Oh no, that's
So
tomorrow.
in 3 days.
Two
So in
days.
3
That's
days,
tomorrow.
and then the outfit
You
and
traveling through
the
time,
outfits are
right?
gonna come
I was
out
excited.
August 4th. So tomorrow, some of the outfits are gonna be available. So when the Rift Tour happens, you already got it on.
When is she performing?
they're
Oh,
ready.
she's performing on Friday.
Yeah. So she is performing Friday, August 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Just
So
looking at Ant, bro.
they're
It's
obviously telling you to arrive, like a normal concert, 60 minutes before showtime. You know how it is.
Didn't they show a movie? Didn't they show Inception on Fortnite? Like, bro, what?
You had two. Christopher Nolan did a thing too, but
Oh my
you had two
God.
options. It was Inception, which we had Inception for America, which I was like, I do not
Was
want
it
to
the
watch
Dark Knight or
this.
something like that, right?
And then, yep, you had the Dark Knight for
What?
other half of the world, and there was
Fortnite.
just a screen, and you would just watch the movie.
I almost passed out. I almost passed out, right? Fortnite has transcended gaming, right? Like we don't even deserve to speak on that title on this thing because they've had rap concerts. They've had movie screenings. You know what I'm saying? Like at
Like,
this
didn't
point,
they release trailers on Fortnite before anywhere else? Like
Yeah.
Star Wars or something like
I was
that.
Yeah.
just about to say.
Yeah.
You had the when Infinity War was big, they had
Yeah,
you
it
could
was
play
Marvel.
Thanos with a gauntlet.
Oh, no.
Like bro, it's transcended gaming. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody says about Fortnite, right? If you're gonna spend money on any free to play game, I justify Fortnite 100%. Because damn, that game has literally anything and everything.
Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now because you're talking. You guys are missing the biggest thing here, right? What's the movie called? The last Star Wars movie, the last in the trilogy, episode 9, right?
No matter.
I don't care what the movie's called. I really don't know. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
Skywalker?
right? Skywalker's back or something. I don't know. But listen, that movie is canon with Fortnite. Why? Because Palpatine actually announced his return in Fortnite.
On
That's
Fortnite,
literally
yep.
how they try to connect the movie. I was like, I don't understand
Remember
why
the
you guys thought it was a
trailer
good
with
idea. It was really bad.
with the laugh?
Yeah.
I
That's
was
what-
like, what?
As
Yep.
terrible as that movie was, I'm not surprised at all.
Yep. I'm not even joking. This is not me making it
Yeah.
up. You can look it up.
I
It's
think
canon.
the biggest problem is that Palpatine came back in the first place, let alone in Fortnite.
Yeah, well,
You
if
know,
we
it's
have to talk
like-
about the movies in that sense,
Oh,
you
don't
know.
spoil it, bro. Come on,
that
relax.
wasn't Fortnite's, fault. I will say.
Y'all know that just tell me not to spoil it. When we just talked about Palpatine announcing his return in Fortnite, I'm confused.
Listen, so I will say that the virtual performance will have 5 showings for
Oh, okay.
everyone in different time zones.
Which one are we watching,
So,
guys?
6 p.m., bro. 6
Okay,
p.m. on the dot,
Alright,
Friday.
perfect,
We in there,
perfect.
Eastern time. And if you take part of it, they're gonna give you an umbrella for free, so you can fly off like.
Yay! Oh, bro, look at that skin. What the? Oh my God! There's an emote. You guys have to look. She turns to Superman. Look at my screen, my thing. Anyone see it? No. Oh, okay.
I see her turning
I
into
see
the
it. Very,
See
very.
her floating.
The next one, she's oh my God. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, that's how my skin looks in Valhalla.
All right.
That's the
So
armor
you-
that I bought.
You playing as Ariana Grande in Valhalla?
No wonder. No
look at
wonder I
Ryu.
quit.
We got Rio and that's dope.
Oh, the
Okay.
Rise of Skywalker. Thank you, Jarvie.
Rise of
Oh.
Skywalker. Thank you.
So I know
Honestly,
something.
Wow,
of
you haven't doing.
Skywalker.
Oh, wow, this is cool. This is actually. I like it because of the other characters, but it's.
Listen, I will say
Venom,
that
what the hell?
this one I think is gonna break Fortnite. Compared to Travis Scott, I think this one is the one that's gonna break Fortnite.
Are you serious?
For
You
sure.
think
I
so?
agree. I
100%.
I think so.
Ariana Grande is way more of a household name.
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, but I
Every
actually
girl,
this.
gays, and they're gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there. They got me, I haven't been in Fortnite in forever. Anyone who has a PlayStation, who has a Switch or whatever, and you love Ariana Grande, you're gonna be there. Berto, you're gonna be there. Don't act like you're not an Ariana Grande stan.
I'm
You know
not
you're gonna be
Ariana
in there.
Grande.
My son doesn't even know who Ariana Grande is, and he's been telling me about the concert for like 4 days.
He's gonna
now.
be.
Oh,
in
really?
There.
Wow. Interesting.
He's gonna be in there dancing before the concert starts. We already know.
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
Alberto, you a Ariana Grande stan?
Uh,
Do we gotta talk about that?
I mean, not really. Not in real life. Not like now. When I was younger, yes.
Well,
He said not
When I was
anymore.
younger.
yeah. Thank you. Next, can we go to the next topic?
I mean, that's one of her hit songs. Thank you. Next. Yeah.
What songs do you think she's
Pun
gonna
intended.
play?
What? I don't.
What songs
I
do you
don't
think she's gonna
know.
play?
So no, that's not my question. I think my
I
bigger
can't even
question.
name you 3 Ariana Grande songs.
For real, me
Yes,
either. I
you
don't even
could.
Thank
know
you,
one of
next.
her songs.
Thank you. Next. That's it.
And then the
Oh,
69 song, whatever that song's called.
Oh yeah, that was a great description of the
Oh,
name.
34,
of the song.
35, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I knew that.
One more. Just one more.
I can give you 2 of them, right?
Love the way
Um,
or something. I guess.
Okay.
God is a woman, and thank
Oh.
you. Next. That's it. That's it.
Ants, come on,
You
bro.
named
You
like 4.
keep going. He knows.
You know.
He has a whole roster of her whole discography in his head. He's lying,
Okay.
bro. He's
First
fronting.
things
He's
first.
singing them inside
First
him.
things first. I'm a Selena Gomez fan.
Oh, okay. Selena
Me
Gomez.
too. But okay, you can also
So,
still have
hold on.
a chance for Ariana in there.
You can like both, man.
So hold on. And let me answer this question. Let me ask this question, right? Because this wasn't asked in general, right? But I'll ask you this specifically. Would you be happy? Would you play Fortnite if Selena Gomez was gonna have her own little concert?
Absolutely not.
Okay. How about
I would.
You would?
We
Okay.
would.
Okay.
I would.
Okay. So
I'd be in there. I'd be dabbing and everything. I'd be flossing, dabbing, all that stuff.
Bro, honestly, I think it's a cool thing, though. I'll be honest. It's definitely cool for the kids because like they can show off their little skins and dance with their friends and stuff. It's pretty funny. So I guess that's
Especially
pretty
now with
exciting.
COVID. I feel like they should have made it a little bit earlier.
I don't
Yeah.
have anything.
I will say just the fact that they have these virtual like concerts and games. I hate Fortnite. I hate the game. I'm a hater on it. I think the idea is a really cool idea though for like kids and everybody to group up together and see stuff. I think it's a really good idea though.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Imagine
Hold on,
your
let me say this
friends
real
are
quick.
somewhere else, and you like Ariana Grande, they like Ariana Grande. You both don't even have to pay nothing. You literally will watch her in concert with your friends. You could say front row if you want, and you didn't pay nothing. You
Listen,
didn't
adults-
have to
listen,
go
I-
around-
listen, hold on.
Xbox had to pay to see Travis Scott.
Oh, they did. They did. Now I was gonna say like adults in like 2012 they watched Tupac virtually. So I mean, there you go. Now the kids are doing it.
I think it's cool as hell. It's just you asked me about Selena Gomez, right? It's just I can't at this point in my life. I don't think I'll ever put Fortnite to download and do it because I wouldn't want to play Fortnite, let alone sit down in a Fortnite lobby, completely outdated skins, and just sit there and watch an Ariana Grande concert or any concert.
To
Like,
be
yeah, I'm
honest,
good at
though, those outdated skins are actually the most lit ones. So let's be honest, those are the most rare skins. So
That's
be
true.
happy about
That's
that.
true.
But I will
That's
say, it's the last thing because we have to move on from the topic. No one cares about this stuff. So, what I will ask you guys, I guess each one of us has to give this answer. What artists will make you download Fortnite if they were gonna have a big event?
I have it downloaded just in case.
that. Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Okay.
You think they'll get them?
Hopefully.
100%. I do think that's a possibility, dude. Look how crazy they're going with this.
I hate to say it, but if they have an animated / playing guitar, I'm there 100%.
Okay, I like that. I guess Little, you have your answer.
I honestly would for anyone like that I know. But I think it would be freaking crazy if Kanye did a
Oh,
Fortnite
that's a good
thing.
one. That's a good one. Interesting.
Especially the skins will be cool.
He'll just
I
start
know
screaming in the middle of his performance.
JT, do you have an answer to this?
I do, man, and I'm gonna give you 3 quick answers, man. It would either be Wu-Tang Clan,
Ooh, that's a good one.
3-6 Mafia,
Oh my god.
and I don't think either one of those would ever be in Fortnite. Gorillas, because they're
Oh,
all
that's
like a 3D
possible.
band. I would be there for
That's
that.
dope.
whatever that
That's
is.
dope.
Can I add someone else really quickly?
Uh-huh.
That I don't think it'll be cool, but I think I would love it. The Spice Girls. It'd be cool to have like a
That's a smart one.
reunion on the on Fortnite.
That's
Yeah,
fitting.
that's how-
That's fitting.
That's how you'll get all the grandmas and like the older people to download Fortnite on their phone.
Me too. I'll be like, yeah.
all the mothers. The mothers would be excited. My sisters would be excited with that for sure. They'll be like, oh my God.
Exactly. Cheetah Girl. But the
Yeah.
real ones,
Nah.
imagine.
I don't really have an answer for that question. I just wanted to see what you guys said. I knew Ant would say Guns
Well,
N'
now you have
Roses
to
or
say
whatever.
someone. You have to.
I don't know. I'm trying to think in my mind. It's like a
Yeah, man. Well, who would you download Fortnite for, man? You gotta give us some
who would I
ideas.
download Fortnite for?
Let me ask you this, right? Instead of you picking
Chief
one, right?
Keef.
I would too, just so I could witness the concert.
That'd be great. The 3-6 Mafia thing was pretty good though. That'd be hilarious. That'd be amazing.
So does this count now? This is my question for anyone, I guess, in normal life. If someone asks you, who have you seen in concert? And you say Travis Scott and Ariana Grande. Does it count?
I will say, listen,
I think so.
I think
it
so
absolutely
because
counts.
you can't watch the Travis Scott thing live again. I really wish I was there because, like, if you guys seen the video of that thing, I don't care if you guys are
But
fans of
there's
that
YouTube.
stuff. I know, but I'm just saying, like, to
But I
be.
mean, there's still YouTube for like concerts.
Well, you
as well,
still, you
too,
still,
like-
yeah, exactly. You need your footage. Like, if you had your footage, like, it's the same thing. If you had your phone up when the baby told you to put your phone up, it's like you were there. You know what I mean? So, it's just like.
Well, he canceled. He ain't getting no Fortnite tour. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I was about to make it. This is a key one.
Oh, what about Dua Lipa? Would you
Dua
be excited
Lipa.
for that one?
Oh, Dua Lipa with the baby. Dua Lipa would be a great one. I'm no joke. I'm not even joking. Yeah, if Dua Lipa were to be in the game, like that would be really cool. I really like. I thought the last album she
Exactly.
made was really cool. It's really good.
Without the baby on the song. of
Without
course.
Baby Jesus, that was his name, guys. Just go look it up. His name is Baby Jesus. So
It sure was.
we'll move on to the next thing. What we got? Actually, let me read the comments real quick, just in case if anyone said anything. Only thing we have is Gorillaz would make sense for a virtual tour since they're already cartoon band. Yeah, exactly. That'd be amazing.
That would be awesome. I would love to do that. To see that. That'd be great.
I definitely feel like that's definitely something like maybe a skin or something. Like that'd be really cool. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll move on to the next thing. No more Fortnite. So everyone could come back, you know. If you guys have this tab open somewhere else and you can still hear us, we're gonna be talking about something else. I mean, it's not that much more interesting, but
Not Fortnite.
They're about to say, go back to Fortnite.
yeah. We're gonna be talking about the Ascent. This is a game that's like it's from who is this made by? All I know, it's a Microsoft game right now. Is that, I don't know. Do you guys know if this is coming to PlayStation at all?
Honestly, right? I have no idea if it's going to PlayStation. From what I see, this is a Game Pass game, right? And
Gotcha.
it
Game Pass.
follows-
That's what it is.
it
That's
follows
the
the.
perfect description, man. Game Pass.
Yeah,
But
that's what it is.
but honestly, right? Let's be real, JT. Right? There's nothing wrong with a Game Pass game, other than Xbox trying to tell me that this is the game, right? Not every game needs to be great. I look at the game myself, like gameplay on Twitter, and I don't.
Take it like this. Do you get offended when someone tells you when you're watching Netflix and someone says you should watch a real movie? It's the same damn thing. I don't get mad. I watch Netflix and I watch all the movies on Netflix because I pay a subscription and I can watch whatever I want. If I have Game Pass, I pay for Game Pass. I'm gonna play whatever I want without any shame. And whoever doesn't like it, they're just hating on it because they don't got it.
But this wouldn't even be a problem, right? If every time Game Pass releases a game, it's trying to be pushed as like, oh, this is the next game that PlayStation doesn't have right now. Ha ha ha. It's like, listen, that's not this game, right? Like people should play this game, enjoy this game. It's good to have it on Game Pass under their repertoire. I looked at it myself. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look bad. You know, it looks like the game that it is. I don't see the need for like Sony ponies to completely destroy anything that Xbox comes out with, and I don't see the need for Xbox to glorify literally every single thing they come out with. Like, it would be way better to say, listen, this isn't a life-changing game, but it's cool to have it on Game Pass.
I mean,
I have a
it's
question.
Yeah.
Is this Cyberpunk 2.0?
Well, it's like a cyberpunk type game, but I will say on a very small scale, it very much is a thing where I've seen a lot of people on Twitter overhyping this game like to the next level, like insanely hyping this thing up. I don't know why they were doing that. And then the game dropped and it was like very underwhelming supposedly. So I'm not gonna say it's like Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk is obviously a way bigger game, but yeah, this was a big flop for anyone who's caring about critical acclaim in this game.
This ain't game of the
100%.
year, is what we're saying.
But
Yeah.
look, right? I'm gonna say it right now, right? In the comments, Jarvie Rock says this game looks fun.
Oh, it does look good.
Exactly, right? But that doesn't translate into the game being good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That I play plenty of games that are fun as hell, but they're not good games. Actually, most of the time they're fun because they're not good.
Like
you know what I'm
what?
saying?
Oh damn! Ooh, yo, you caught him, bro.
Yo,
All right,
put on the spot,
plenty-
man. We need some examples.
Give some
We need some
examples. What's a good game and
Plenty-
what's a fun game?
Yeah,
Mr.
what's
Genius.
the difference? Hold up.
You guys are genius, right?
I could give you
Yeah.
a perfect example, right?
Okay.
I think that God of War is a good game, right? On top of the fact that it has good storytelling, it's actually created well. It runs well. It looks good. Everything about it. There's not too much you can nitpick on the game critically, right?
But it's not fun.
there's people who don't find that formula of game fun, right? And that's fine. I don't think that makes it bad.
I'm
Vice
asking
versa,
you.
right? But
formula
vice
is
I'm
versa,
asking
because
you,
right,
though.
right.
hold
But
on.
vice versa, right?
What formula do you think God of War is? Good? I mean, it's not a
Well,
bad game.
No, God of War obviously falls under more of a masterpiece than anything, right? But come on, you
What does
could
that
tell me
mean,
right
bro?
now. You could tell me right now, right, that you love Kingdom Hearts 3. I played Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Alberto beat Kingdom Hearts
I
3. I'm
beat
a
it.
Kingdom
I
Hearts.
like
I'm a
that.
Kingdom
I didn't
Hearts.
finish it.
I'm a Kingdom Hearts. Right? You couldn't finish it, right?
Mm-mm.
Because guess what? The game is poorly made. It literally
And it's not fun.
but there's people in the world who find it fun, right? But if you find it fun, that doesn't change the fact that the game is not properly made. The dialogue is off. The pacing is off. I mean, the pacing is like
So
non-existent.
you think Kingdom Hearts is a bad game,
But
in your
Yes.
opinion?
But
your
yes.
point was
But
a
it's a
game.
fun game.
But
Okay,
when I
okay.
played Kingdom Hearts, right? The combat of the game itself was fun.
And he died.
Oh, he disconnected. He was talking that whole time. He was holding to his
Granted,
Ethernet
what I-
cord.
I can't hear. You don't see me? I heard you guys. I heard you guys all the time.
he was turning off the power.
Yo,
like,
you
manually
froze
while
like
talking.
crazy as you was talking. You pulled
He's
off
like,
your,
he's like, let me
your
pull it up
cord.
right when I'm about to reach my point.
Yeah, yeah. He's still frozen. You
I
frozen
think
again
he's
with a crazy
pretending
face.
at this point. He's like,
Okay,
Oh,
on my
man.
screen, the only person frozen is Valeria.
Oh no! Oh you
You're
you
back.
well,
back?
I was faking it. I don't know.
All right, so I'm good now.
You're good. We heard you.
I'm good.
We
All
heard
right.
you. You just froze.
All right, so basically what I'm trying to say is, right, there's plenty of games that are fun but not good, right? Again, Kingdom Heart. I don't understand why that's so funny to you.
No, you froze when you were about to make your point again. You froze. It was so funny.
Oh, I'm like, what the heck? You guys aren't freezing on my end. Like, I'm on land.
No,
so
I
don't
get
know
you.
why
I
that's
get you.
happening.
No, but I don't know why. Everyone else is perfectly fine. You're just the only one freezing. I don't know why. You good?
But yeah, no, I don't know what's going on.
Yo, I don't know. JT's dying laughing.
And now we know you're faking it.
Yeah, we see you now, man.
What do you see?
Okay, so now I'm good.
Yeah, you good.
now I'm
You
good.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
try-
gonna just okay.
Yeah. Get to the
Alright,
point.
listen,
Say
alright.
exactly what you're gonna say.
Try
Don't
again.
set it up.
Fun and good are two different things.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Fun and good are two different things. I agree with Jarvie Rocks. This game looks fun, but I don't think that this is a good game. I don't think it's pushing the boundaries of gaming. I don't think it's gonna leave a everlasting mark on your soul. But I don't think every game needs to.
Okay. So you're saying the Ascent is fine, is what you're saying?
I'm saying that the only problem with it is the Xbox hyping it up to be more than what it is.
Gotcha.
It looks like a solid AA game, not a AAA, like Biomutant, like not an indie.
Yeah.
They had more money than an indie, but they didn't have a full studio backing behind them.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with a lot of things that people were saying in the comments, saying that it reminds them of Fallout 1 and 2, Dead Nation, PS3. Yeah, this is a very interesting. I mean, it's a very interesting looking game. I love the as I'm looking at it on my monitor. You guys probably can't see it too well because I have it kind of small on the screen. But the graphics look amazing for this type of game. I guess it has ray tracing or something because this it looks really really good. I don't know if this is on PC or Xbox gameplay. I'm not really sure, but it looks really nice. So again, all I will say in my personal opinion, it just depends on if you like these type of games. You know, if you're into the twin stick shooter type of things. That's the biggest thing that I think that would sway you in whatever way. But I do know it also has multiplayer, so you could play this I think with up to 4 people, and
Interesting.
it looks like it could be a fun time. It definitely reminds me of more because you could play with multiple people. It kind of reminds me kind of like what is that game called? Like a Diablo-ish kind of thing. I know you're shooting in this one, but kind of in that realm. So, any opinions on? I know Ant's a big fan of the Diablo stuff. So, does this game speak to you at all?
I don't know if I'll compare it to Diablo, right? But it's definitely that top-down aesthetic to it. Again, I think it looks fine. I want to play it. From what I've seen, I have a general idea of what this game is, so my expectations aren't through the roof or anything like that. But I think it looks cool. Honestly, I really do. For me. For anyone who enjoys these kind of games, that's a W for Game Pass, whether the game came out at a 90 or not. You know what I'm saying? The game is cool as hell.
It looks good, man. I got a problem with isometric games. They're too far away, and I have to squint to look at them. So I mean, as good as it looks, I don't think I'd ever play it. But it looks fun.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, again, that type of game is very much up to people's preferences. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just like twin stick shooters or like this or like that. So again, I think it's an interesting game. I just want to check the Metacritic for it real quick. Look it up real quick.
I think it was like at a 64.
Let me check it. Metacritic. Because I know that was like one of the biggest things. I seen. Oh, this is a funny one. I seen a really famous Xbot, Kid Smooth. If you guys know who that is, he was talking about the Metacritic score, and he was comparing the two Metacritic scores because on PC it has a 73, and then on Xbox it has a 65, and he was so mad about that. He was like going off and crazy about it. I'm just like,
That makes sense, right? It honestly makes sense because JC King just said in the chat, supposedly only the PC version supports 4K ray tracing. So
I was just about to say that.
If
Big
Xbox
would have
has
higher.
an inferior version, then it's gonna score less. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. I
so
didn't know that.
even still looking at it, right? 73 is a pretty damn good score. You know, since when did a 7 out of 10 become like the biggest flop ever? Like, this is good. I like this.
It's only bad if you're trying to compare it with something else for no reason.
Yeah, we're trying to compare
100%.
it to something that's like a 9.
Yeah, no. This is not a console, so this is not nothing more than a normal Game Pass game that got added. To whom it may concern, this would be a good game for you.
And it's on Game Pass. You already paid for it.
Yeah, I was gonna
so might
say
as well
on
play
Game
it.
Pass, can I play it and can I use the ray tracing on the Game Pass version, or is it only on Steam or something? Anyone know?
Oh, that's a good question.
You get it. Jarvis said he's downloading it right now. So I mean, if he plays it while he's in the chat, ask him.
Oh wow,
I'll give him
awesome.
a play.
Oh okay,
We
awesome.
sold them.
Yeah, we
That's
did a good
old.
job. We sold them on the game. Good job, Ant. You know, with your whole ramble about it being good or bad or whatever you were talking about.
Where's your creator code? Where's your creator code, Ant?
Yeah, drop your Game
Yeah.
Pass code and switch to your
Yeah.
Cyberpunk chair if you can.
Actually, while you guys are at it, go sign to my Patreon.
Okay, we got you. We'll make sure we do that.
I don't have a Patreon.
Okay. I'm hearing also a lot better with M&K. What is that?
Mouse and keyboard.
Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry.
I truly believe that in a game that requires a lot of maneuvering. In that sense, I think it's closer to Diablo in the way you traverse the game. So yeah, I agree. Mouse and keyboard would be a lot more ideal for that.
Yeah, this looks dope, dude. So yeah, if you guys can, make sure you get some friends and go play this because this thing looks fun. I think the graphics look great. That's what's really selling me on it. And I'll say right now, I like these type of games. I like twin stick shooters, and I like the isometric top down thing. The only thing I don't like is Diablo. It's not I don't like Diablo. I just never really got far in any of those games. So it was always mainly games like this where you're shooting. So big fan of this stuff.
Yeah, we know you can't stay awake for those games.
Oh no! If I have to walk around and do nothing, I fall asleep. Can't do that. So there we go. Okay, so I guess we'll go on the last topic here, which isn't really a news topic. It's kind of something I just wanted to ask the panel because this week was a little bit light on news. So I wanted to have fun and ask a fun little question, which would be, what is your guys' dream remake would be? Because, you know, the whole Blue Box Game Studios thing is happening, and Blue Point's making something. So what are they making and all this stuff? We don't know, but we could just, right now, just take all logic out the window and pick a game to remake. So no reboots, no sequel, just a straight up remake from the ground up, aiming to be the same game that we're going to reference. So I guess we'll go a little first. I want to hear what you want to say.
Why me?
This is
I don't
Overwatch.
Do you have a game that you want them
Hey,
to remake?
Overwatch 2, bro.
Spotlight.
Yeah.
If I had to think of a game, so this is a really old game. This is one of the first games I ever played. And listen, I'll say hate racing games. I do.
Okay. Interesting.
I do. I can't play Mario Kart. I suck, but whatever. But to me, it's not fun. Even if I think I was good, like, it's not fun because I suck.
Okay.
I hate like the Crash one that came out too.
Oh yeah, that one's actually difficult to play.
Great
Exactly. You won't see me there. However, it's one of my games. Maybe it's like my nostalgia that always kicks in when I think about this game.
Game. Okay.
But I would love a remake of Beetle Racing Adventure from
Oh my
Nintendo
God.
64.
I've
Is that
never
the-
even heard of that in my life.
Is that the one where you use like real cars?
You use a Beetle. It's only Beetles.
Oh,
It's only
Volkswagen
Beetles.
Beetles.
It's called Beetle
Hey,
Racing
listen,
Adventure.
listen. If you didn't
Listen.
play any old games, you could just put a dream one. You don't have to play the game.
Yeah, no hate at all, man. Dude, that sounds like if you had fun with that game and you don't even like racers, that's what's up.
Listen, I had so much fun with this game. It was like, and maybe it's also because I love Beetles, and that used to be my dream car as a child too. And I think to this day I would buy one if I could. And to me, I think I would love a remake of it coming to the Switch, because that'll be freaking awesome. I don't care if no one buys it. They can just make it for me. I'll pay the $60. I will pay the $60.
I mean, I have a question.
I'm really
Love it.
hold on. I'm really upset that you have your dream remake and you chose to put it on the 720p console king instead of putting that thing on. You can have your dream remake. I want that thing to go.
What's it
third
called?
Party, so
Give me the name of the game.
Beetle Racing Adventure.
How do you spell beetle? I'm stupid.
Beetle.
Beetle what?
Beetle Racing Adventure.
Oh, racing.
my boy, my boy.
Hey, yo, we looking up shovelware right now. I'm sorry.
He can't
Nintendo 64?
write and he can't read.
Although this is a classic. Oh, hold up.
Oh, so now it's a classic.
No,
oh, hold up.
That's a big joke.
I was getting talk shit on for a second.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
That was a stupid joke. That wasn't even a good joke.
My question is
Ants
to you.
doing that for no
So
reason.
what's your question? What's your feelings on Herbie Fully Loaded? You know who Herbie is? Is his name
No.
Herbie or Hershey? What's his name?
You're right. It's Herbie.
Herbie.
He's asking you an actual question.
Yes, I do know who Herbie is.
So this is the game
I
you're
see
talking
it all
about?
the time.
Oh my
Well,
god!
Listen,
It doesn't look bad. It
You
doesn't
asked
look
me
bad.
what my dream one
No,
is.
I know.
It's not
I
about
know.
you. It's not
I'm not
Ants. It's
saying
not
it's
for
about
JT.
me.
I'm saying it's for me.
I'm not saying it's about me. I'm
It's
just
for
saying
me.
it's interesting.
I loved it, okay? I loved Beatles. And to me, they hold a specific significance to my life. So to me, it'll be fun to see it. Because I think all the racing games, the way that they are now, especially the Nintendo ones, it's like just Mario Kart. Or like they have to have like something in here. Like there is no other character than just doing that.
Okay, I have a question.
I loved it. I don't care.
I have one suggestion, right? You could play like Gran Turismo or something. You could like play like a race and just put every computer to be a Beetle. You could definitely do that.
Nope.
There's a lot of games
I
where
don't
you could
care.
definitely do this episode.
I don't care. Is the map gonna be the same? Am I gonna still have the same feelings for it? No. Because that's not the
Beetle
name
Adventure,
of it.
bro.
That is
Beetle
not
Adventure.
the name of the game. That's like me
it's not the
telling
name
you,
of the game. I
oh,
like
you
that.
want another God of War? Go play Fortnite. Because Kratos is in there.
Alright.
That's literally what you're telling me. Disrespectful.
How about Crazy Taxi? I know you like Crazy Taxi. Why didn't you say that?
Well, I didn't say that because it's on Xbox, so that's like you are able to play that on Xbox. This game I'm not able to play unless I have a Nintendo 64 and I have the game. So remake would be more towards this one just because I feel like I can get it on Nintendo DS.
All right.
I can play it on Nintendo DS. I can play it on my Switch. Like I was gonna say Luigi's Mansion, like the 2001 one.
That's a
To
good
me,
game.
that one's scary, but that is on the DS. That was
Yeah,
already
but that
like
was
it's
a
more.
terrible remake. That was not a good remake.
I know that's a terrible remake. But I still enjoyed it. But I'm saying like there was a remake made already. This is to me like a
Interesting.
game I will not have a remake. I'm not able to have access to unless a remake is made. And Crazy Taxi, I have access to it because I played it before on a computer. And this
Listen,
I don't have access.
I'm not gonna hold up the podcast too much longer. It was a great choice. I just wanted to ask one thing. I was say, what was your favorite part about the game other than the Beetle thing? Is this the gameplay or something?
I love playing as a like racing on
Okay.
Beetles. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's just me as a child.
Nah, I
that
just
was
genuinely
my
just wanted.
favorite
I was
game.
asking. I just wanted to know. The graphics look good. I'll say right now. The N64, like I'm looking at this one. This is pretty impressive. For a kids
I'm
game, it
laughing.
looks good.
I'm laughing because Alberto's in such.
game.
I'm laughing because Alberto's in such disbelief. But for sure, I know the exact game you're talking about. I own that game and I played the hell out of that game too. Me and my sister. So
Wait, what's
for sure. The same exact game that she's talking about, the Beetle one. Me and my sister had that for
Oh,
N64.
you played this?
And you
one?
have to
Okay.
hit boxes
100%.
too.
100%.
And then you could change the color. I love the red one and the yellow one. Those were my to-go
I
cars.
used to rock with the yellow one heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, what was your favorite map of the game? Ant.
Oh yeah. It was the one with the waterfall because I remember playing my N64 vividly.
Okay. What would you be excited for a remake of Beetle Racing Adventure?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Interesting.
I
Alright,
would. I would love to play that with my sisters again. I know
since-
they'll be so excited.
I'll leave Ant for last. Guy. I know he's going to say something crazy. So let's ask JT because I feel he has something interesting to say.
Yeah, man, I'm cheating because a bunch of my favorite games have already been remade. I got Resident Evil 2, I got Final Fantasy 7,
Yup.
and I will say Metal Gear Solid 1 which I'm hoping is the Blue Point remake. But that's a cheat again because Metal Gear 1 was already remade for the GameCube with the Twin Snakes. So
That's true.
I hope they remake it again. Give me Metal Gear 1 as many times as you want. I'll play it every single time.
So I have this question for you before you answer the question. I have another question for you. Basically, would you want like a remake of the Twin Snakes type thing, kind of how like they did with the Resident Evil, they kind of up-resed it, or would you want to do like a full, like a whole new thing, like they changed the camera and everything, or how do you think about Metal Gear Solid 1?
What they did with the Twin Snakes is they took the gameplay from Metal Gear 2 and they just put the story from Metal Gear 1 into it.
Yeah.
So it's not really a remake. I would want a full blown like start from the ground up. Don't take anything new. Make a full blown remake. Everything new.
Everything. Okay. Would you want them to change like any of the aspects of the game, like the camera or any of the gameplay, or like?
Gameplay wise, man, because Metal Gear 1 is old as hell. It plays like it's almost 2D because it plays top down. You look down on it. They would have to make it fully, like, it wouldn't work in today's setting. You would have to make a fully 3D camera.
Okay. Interesting. So I guess give your answer to the question. Is it Metal Gear Solid or something else?
It's Metal Gear. Metal Gear 1. I would, like I said, remake it as many times as you want. I'll play it every single time and I'll buy it first day.
Okay. Sounds awesome. So, hey, you might get your wish come true because from everything I know about this Blue Box Game Studios thing, and they're hinting heavy at some Metal Gear Solid 6. I don't even know. At this point, it's going crazy with the rumors, so we'll see.
Yeah. Honestly, for that one, tomorrow I'm going to get with JT, and we're going to make a video going back and dissecting a video that's all the Blue Point things because JT's a full-blown Kojima fan, and I want to see if we dissect them all in one video. What do we get to?
Okay.
Before we get to Metal Gear, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
All right. So, how about you, Ant? Do you have any answer for the dream remake that you would like to have?
Damn. I have like 4 answers, right? And they're all over the place, right? So I'm gonna tell you the 4 answers, and I guess by the end I'll pick one. The first one is I would like Sly Cooper to be remade from the ground up, right? I love Sly Cooper, so that would be one of them. The next one, I would like them to completely remake Earthbound. Earthbound is a weird one for me because I haven't beaten Earthbound, but I don't really have too many options to go really play it. So I would be so happy to know that I could experience that game, but it looked different. You know what I'm saying? The next one would be this is probably my last one, right? This one's like really out of the range because like when I was a little kid, I had a PSP and I used to play Dungeon Siege: Throne of Agony. I don't. If you're not an OG, you probably don't even remember the name Dungeon Siege. Like even when I said that, JT's face was kind of like, whoa. Like Dungeon Siege: Throne of Agony was a game on the PSP that was just so cool, and I feel like no one played it. And if I could have that game just be completely remastered for the PS5, I'd be there 100%.
Okay. So that's you said 4. Is that those only 3?
Yeah, it's gonna be those 3. Yeah.
It'll be
so
3,
for
okay.
so if I had to choose one, I would choose Earthbound.
Earthbound. Okay.
Good choice.
Interesting. Is there any specific reasons? Because is there a specific reason for that one?
Yeah, because I love JRPGs, and that's like people either think like XYZ is the best game for JRPGs or Earthbound, right? Like there's such a community that has Earthbound on like a high pedestal, and they regard it on like such a like status that's insane. So I want to feel it. And when I played like 10 hours of it, and the way you got the story in the game was so unique. The game doesn't really tell you anything. You have to go around and talk to everybody in the town, and literally everything that everyone tells you in the town makes sense to add to something, and you figure out what you have to do. Absolutely loved it. You couldn't be lazy and play that game. So I would love to see a remake of that.
Okay. Sounds good. That's a great explanation. And with this remake, how would you want the remake to be? Is there any specific way would you like it to be?
Honestly, I would be happy if this got the Pokemon Let's Go treatment. I would be perfectly fine if they just completely redid it with like Nintendo's newer graphics, but kept it closer to like the Mario than the Xenoblades, right? So it has like that cartoony feel to it, so they can make it just look and run nice.
Okay.
What's yours?
I had to pull up my phone real quick because there's a list that I made years ago about just like games I like and stuff. Oh no, I'm not gonna give you like a whole list, but I'd probably give you a few, honestly. Not even a few, because honestly I'm really looking at this. There's not really much. But I guess what I would like is One of my main games I was like super surprised they even made a remake of, which was Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was literally one of my most favorite games of all time. I love that game like so much. And when they did the remaster on PS3, loved it. And then the remake they did on PS4 was literally the most amazing remake I've ever seen. Like that is really, in my opinion, what made Blue Point really, really like get the love from like the PlayStation fan base. So I'm really happy with what they've done with that. But I don't really have I had to really think to have like one big answer. The answer I'm going to give you guys is kind of like I would have liked this a lot more a few years ago. What my answer is Super Smash Brothers Melee. I used to really love that game, and that's like the game I like loved on GameCube, and that's what got me into Smash. Obviously, I don't play Smash like that anymore at all, so it's not really like a big thing anymore. But I still to this day, if they were to remake Melee with the exact same mechanics and everything, and just make it look good, that'd just be great to have because that game is just stuck on the GameCube, and I definitely feel like, regardless if you guys think it's the best Smash or not, it definitely is just a nostalgic thing to me. That's like one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah, that's probably my answer.
Even
Hey,
like,
which? Go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say, even like me, that Smash Ultimate is the first Smash that I got into. I can't even discredit Melee and like the amount of significance that Melee holds to the name Smash in general. So 100%, if they remade Melee from the ground up, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
So,
gonna ask, man, would you would you take a full on would you play another remake of Shadow of the Colossus if they did it again for PS4?
yep. No, I love it. No, I'm telling you, that game is really, 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 really good. I mean, in my opinion, I just like it a lot. Like, it's just that game. It's just like I don't know how to explain it, man. It's
No,
just
I think Shadow of the Colossus is one of those games where you can argue games are art. It's one of those games you can put up there
yeah.
as this.
And then I feel like it's also like it's crazy because like in the world of walking simulators and all these like type of games that have no combat, whatever, Shadow of the Colossus isn't a game where you're swinging your sword and fighting things like at all. You don't do that. You feel me? All you do is just stab something like once or twice. That's really all you do in the game. You feel me?
It's
So
almost a puzzle game. It's a glorified boss run with puzzles thrown into it. That's the
exactly.
whole game.
And then it just oh man, that game is just I truly that's I like literally like that's like very up there when it comes to like my
That game
favorite
made me
games.
cry.
It's a really good game. It's just a really good game. It's just the vibe and everything just so well. And like I just feel
A
like
very different vibe for sure.
it's a timeless game, you know? It's like there's certain games you could go back to and you have to make a lot of alterations to it. But Shadow of the Colossus has basically been the exact same. They didn't really change anything from it the entire from PS2 to PS3 to PS4. So I don't know. That's just like a really really good remake. So, but yeah, Melee would be a really cool one because, yeah, like I said, just for nostalgia reasons. But other than that, I really don't have much answers. Maybe like the original God of War, God of War 1 and 2. That'd be really cool to get them up res and like remade. So, because I really like those games. But yeah, I'm trying to think in my mind.
I guess Final Fantasy 9 would be another one I would like to see.
Final Fantasy 9. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have more answers, but I have to really sit here and think about them. And they mostly come from the PS2 era, probably. Yeah, because PS3, I feel like just to me is just still too recent for me to be like, I need a remake of this. So, yeah,
I'll throw out one other choice, man. Dino Crisis. That
Dino
game
Crisis. Oof, that's a good
that
one.
desperately needs a remake. That would be good using modern systems and everything. Like how
Uh-huh.
Mr. X and Nemesis chased you after. If they could put that in with the dinosaurs, that game would be crazy.
Yeah, actually, we do definitely need a new dinosaur game because I remember in those times, like late '90s, early 2000s, at least for me, because that's when I played these games. But like dinosaur games were like awesome, you know, Turok and uh, and Dino Crisis. I don't know. To me, I just remember these games being a huge thing. Like I don't know what happened that dinosaurs just like fell off. Like Jurassic Park 3 was the last thing, and then it just disappeared forever. And then it comes back with Jurassic World, and they sell billions of dollars. So we need some dinosaurs back. You know, I feel like people like dinosaurs again. So
Yo,
we
real
need
quick,
that.
Hey, man.
real
Yeah.
quick. I gotta take a shit. So in case I don't
Oh.
come back in time, I see you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out to the podcast. Don't forget check the channel. If I come back, disregard what I just said. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be back.
You gonna say something
All right,
else,
man.
Ant?
Yeah, I think he says he wants to arrest him or something. I don't know. But all right, so yeah, guys. I mean, I guess that's pretty much the show. I really don't have any other topics other than that. But yeah, so I had a great time. That was his outro. we'll go ahead and go ahead and do your outro.
I think my outro is gonna sound like crap, no pun intended there, compared to his at this point. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Beetle Racing Adventure is gonna come soon. I'll make it happen. Don't worry.
Awesome.
I'll make everyone. I'll force all you guys to play it.
Awesome. Give me that code when you get it. I'll be there.
I'll get the creator code so I can get
Awesome.
money.
Great. And how about you, JT? Where
Hey
can we
man,
find
thanks. Hey, you can find me at Umbrella HQ, my YouTube channel, where I'm uploading just fighting game stuff all the time, every day. And real fast, I just want to say Jarvie rocks. He wrote DMC1 needs a remake, and I would agree with him
you?
absolutely
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
DMC1, it's a classic, but it plays so bad because
Yes.
it's the oldest one, obviously. So just want to throw that out there, man. Good choice, Jarvie.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. If you guys want to find any of these people's links, they'll be all linked in the description of this video. So make sure you guys check them all out. Follow them on Twitter, and we'll see you guys next week. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. We'll be here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next.